Hi, folks. You know, Democrats love to hand themselves trophies for races they never ran, and Karen Bass is Exhibit A of that. She's out here congratulating herself for imaginary wins and painting herself as the eternal victim instead of actually standing shoulder to shoulder with Angelenos dealing with fires, crime, and federal showdowns. It's political cosplay, pure and simple. Pretend victories, pretend oppression, but very real failures. And then on the cultural side, we've got Snoop Dogg, who just wanted to watch a Disney movie with his grandson, but ended up trapped in a rainbow lecture. When even Snoop's saying, I didn't sign up for this. You know the Democrats have managed to turn family films into political hostage situations. Let's roll the clip.
I took my grandson to see, what was the movie with a Buzz Light?
Toy Story?
Not that one, but
the new Buzz. The Lightyear. I think it's called Lightyear.
Yeah, with Keke Palmer's in that movie.
Okay.
She plays like the daughter. So we watching it, and the lady, which is Keke's mama, they move on into the space years. They move down the line. They're like, and she had a baby with a woman. My grandson in the middle of the movie like, Papa Snoop, how she have a baby with a woman? She a woman. Oh, shit. I didn't come in for this shit. I just came to watch the goddamn movie. Hey, man, watch the movie. They just said she had a baby. They both women's. How did she have a baby? Yep. Shh. The movie ain't over with. So it's like, fuck me, I'm scared to go to the movies now. Like, y'all throwing me in the middle of shit that I don't have an answer for.
The thing Democrats fail to understand is that nobody wants to be bombarded with their fringe ideology when they go out to do normal things. Folks, the LGBT community in the United States is small. Gallup puts it around 7%. And when you break that down into same-sex couples raising children, it's closer to 1%. So why the hell do we have to keep talking about them? Keep having them inserted into every aspect of life and culture. We're not living in a representative balance anymore. This is the exact danger the founders foresaw, which is why they built a constitutional republic instead of a straight democracy. They knew pure democracies collapse under mob rule, and that's exactly what we're experiencing on the Democrat side today. Except it's not even majority mob rule, it's minority mob rule. Democrats have allowed small fringe groups that don't represent the entire American electorate or way of life to completely capture their institutions, political, cultural, academic. It's everywhere. You can't escape it. And it's become a kind of orthodoxy. If you don't bow down to the ideology, then you're treated like a criminal, purity tested out of existence. And that's exactly what's happening to Snoop Dogg right now. He makes a comment saying he didn't sign up to explain to his grandson how two women can have a baby together, and the Democrats get rabid. They act like it's bizarre or hateful for a grandfather not to want to have that kind of conversation in the middle of a Disney Pixar movie. But that's perfectly normal. There's absolutely no reason a man should be forced to break down same-sex reproduction in the middle of a cartoon. That inevitably drags a child into a sexual conversation. And let's be real, Snoop's grandson didn't ask the question because he's a budding philosopher. He asked because he's confused, because what he saw is not part of his everyday life. That's why he said, Papa Snoop, how does she have a baby with another woman? He's never seen that in his family or his surroundings or anybody in his community. And he's not alone, because that's not the norm most Americans or people in the world experience every day. Now, of course, LGBT activists and their allies clap back with a predictable line, well, he wouldn't have a problem if you were a straight couple. Guess what? He wouldn't, because that's normal. That's objectively normal. That's how 99% of the world functions. And when a child sees a man and a woman together, they don't immediately leap to thinking about sex or procreation. It mirrors what they see in their own families. It's part of the fabric of the ordinary for them. But when Hollywood inserts same-sex couples with kids into children's movies, it sticks out. It forces questions because it's not what most kids see in their daily lives. That's why the child was asking. It wasn't bigotry. It was a simple recognition that something unnatural was being presented as normal to them. And this is a larger point, folks. There's no reason to pull kids into this stuff before they're ready. Sure, parents talk about the birds and the bees in the age-appropriate ways, metaphorically, euphemistically, whatever, that's fine. Conversations about gender ideology, sexual fluidity, or how two women make a baby are not conversations for a 6-year-old. That's not innocence. That's ideological grooming. Wait until they're adults, 18, when they can process it fully. Until then, kids deserve protection from politics shoved into their entertainment. Because here's the blunt reality, folks. Two women cannot create life together. That's not hateful. That's just natural law. They can choose to form a household, sure, but biologically, they cannot generate life between them. Anything otherwise in a kid's movie isn't education, it's indoctrination. And the Democrat Party has made this their brand. What is fringe, what is statistically rare, and force feed it to everyone as if it's the center of reality. That's not inclusion, it's straight up coercion. It's exactly why even someone like Snoop Dogg, who's hardly a culture warrior, is saying he's scared to go to the movies now. It's happening with everybody. It's ultimately why the Democrats got completely washed in the last election and will continue getting washed until they remember that the vast majority of people don't live in the fringes.